something more like, what's the word, formal to say, but like all of you are my friends, so like, you know. So, welcome to my composition recital. The first, thank you Raman, or Gabriella, I couldn't tell who that was. So the first portion of this is going to be an abridged reading of a musical that I've been working on for a bit. And a quick note in your program, it says that Luke will be playing Zane. That is not the case right now because Luke is ill, not with COVID, but not feeling well. So Max Bess will be reading his lines, I will be singing the sangs. And we're going to stop slightly after the end of Act 1, and then transition with a 10-minute intermission into choral and art song stuff. So, yeah, here we go.
Lights up on Grace alone on stage, holding a letter in her hand, singing somberly.
Dear Grace, I know that I will never be able to explain myself, not in a million years. I wish we had more time. I wish I were smarter, stronger. I wish I could handle this, fix this.
I wish I could be the person you need me to be. But you need to understand that I'm not. I'm just not. I owe you a million explanations, I know.
All this... Center stage, holding the letter.
All this began 3 years ago, before the heartache and pantomime of it all, back when it was nothing more than just two bright-eyed academics ready to take on the world.
Lights out on Zane as the music transitions to a jaunty lilt. Lights up on Blake, asleep in bed. He has an old digital alarm clock on his bedside table, reading 9 a.m. The alarm goes off, much to the student's dismay.
Oh no, I still have time. 10 more minutes.
Blake hits the snooze button. The alarm goes off, again as the clock strikes 9:10.
Oh. Come on, that couldn't have been the whole hour.
Blake hits the snooze button yet again, hoping to continue his dream. He speaks groggily.
Good night.
The alarm chimes yet again at 9:20.
No, shut up! I'll get up later.
He hits snooze one last time. The alarm chimes at 9:30, now unceasingly, getting progressively louder.
Okay, I'm up. I'm almost late.
The music jogs along as Blake scrambles through the apartment, searching for clean clothes, or at least clothes that don't stink too bad, as he addresses the audience.
I start every day, always looking the same. My life's disarray in an organized frame. It might be a mess, but you never can tell. I pack it away, nice and tidy and well. I got into Harvard, and next thing I know, I'm making the dean's list 3 years in a row. I tried it in impossible, but no. Oh, hi. You're probably wondering, who is this guy? Based off his appearance, looks like somebody died. Died? No, not exactly, not yet, not quite. I'm bad at first impressions. Let me get this right. Hello. Blake Hopkirk at your service. How you doing, me? I'm fine, I'm great, I'm here, you know, there's no complaining. Actually, I should get ready. Grace is meeting me, you know. Holy shit, it's 10 o'clock. I should be getting ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go.
As Blake's voice trails off, his phone rings.
Babe? Hey, what's up? Huh? No, I've been up for a couple of hours. Of course I'm telling the truth. What do you take me for, a liar? Oh, ha, haven't heard that before. So are you almost done with your meeting, or? Oh, okay. Yeah, totally. Okay, I'll see you then. Love you.
Hello? Hey, well, I'm still in my meeting, but it's going... Babe, not calling you a truther. Yeah, sorry, I know that was pretty, yikes. Huh? Yeah, I should be done soon, I think. Do you still want to meet up afterwards? Okay, cool. Alright. Love you too. Bye. Ugh, sorry about that. Anyway, where were we? Right, the potential falsities that Rousseau wrote, okay. I set my alarm for a 1:45. I open my planner and I check the date. I know my agenda down to the hour. Planning and structure is my superpower. I'm 7 semesters towards my degree. I've scheduled my future, my life, what will be. A nice summer wedding, a house by a spring. But you can't schedule everything.
I got into Harvard and couldn't be bothered to put my life on hold.
If I move this appointment, I may have a moment to grab a coffee, smell a rose. Shit, it's 10:20.
Damn, it's
Said I'd be
10:20.
early.
She said she'd meet me at 10:30.
And I
Still
still
not
have
ready
to
to
go.
go.
Babe, hey, it's me. I'm just calling to say I may be a little bit late today. I met my advisor. You know, my advisor can talk and talk all day, so I sat there drinking my Darjeeling tea, and I guess the time sort of got away from me, discussing the confessions of Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Then I peeked at the clock, and fuck, I have to go.
Hey babe, sorry I just got a message. It's fine, you're running late, so gotta leave my apartment, gonna say. Still gotta go, brush my teeth, wash my face, comb my hair. I'm still
I'll be
looking
there
for
in a
something
minute or
to
so.
wear. I know it's not like you, it's
Turning
fine,
on
hey,
your
you know. Just meet me at my
30
place,
more
and then we can
seconds.
go.
Then we can go.
Then we can go.
Then we can go.
Ready, set, go.
Then we can go.
Ready, set.
Ready, set.
Ready, set.
Ready, set.
Ready, set. Ready, set.
Ready to go?
Blake and Grace exit the stage. Zane takes center stage, seated, writing in a notebook.
Knock, knock. How very bold of you to try to hide away like the flame you've been feeding is died. Never mind that the passionate pyre of lies increases with every blink of your eye. I can't help but wonder if she knows that you have enabled the views and gotten stupid teenage children to use. Does she know how many have died because of you? Yes, and provided a life and a wife, or your soon-to-be wife. Yes, and that's why I write. Blake, my old buddy, you can't live without me. You couldn't have thought you'd forgotten. That's funny. Yes, I am part of your love and your home. So you and your wife and your life I still own. You can't hide forever. I found you once, but you'll find me again.
Lights out. Blake and Grace stroll through John F. Kennedy Park on this crisp autumn day. As they walk, she furiously scribbles at her planner, not entirely paying attention to it.
Oh my gosh, it feels like it's been ages since we've come here. Why don't we come here more often? We should come here more often.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, it seems like it gets more and more beautiful every time I come back.
Uh-huh.
I mean, look at the water. Does it seem bluer? It looks bluer.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything just seems more still, more calm, more relaxed, more...
Blake notices that she's in her own world, completely missing everything he's saying to her.
Grace,
Hmm?
are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
So you agree?
Mm-hmm.
The water's bluer,
Mm-hmm.
and the air is crispier,
Mm-hmm.
and you are a polycurious floating tree stump who occasionally commits tax fraud?
Mm-hmm.
Grace!
Grace looks up from her planner, alert now.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized on the way that I double-booked myself between tutoring someone on the evolution of written word and figuring out this thesis about Rousseau. And I think I almost also promised someone I'd get coffee. I'm not sure. But I think it was tonight, and I don't remember, and I just...
Grace looks at Blake, whose presence immediately calms her down. She smiles and kisses him lightly.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I'm here now. I'm present, and the planner is going away.
She puts her planner away.
Thank you, honey.
So, I'm sorry, what were you saying? Also, where are we going exactly?
Oh, nothing. It's not important. I was just, admiring the scenery.
It is gorgeous this time of year. God, I love the fall.
They walk for a little while longer before Grace realizes he never answered her second question.
Babe, answered my question.
Oh, I know.
Where are we going?
Here, there, over yonder, round the corner, behind, forward.
Blake.
Okay, we're almost there. Close your eyes.
Why?
You'll see. I'll tell you when.
Okay.
She closes her eyes, placing her hands over her eyes. Blake leads them there for a few more feet. He stops her.
Stay here and turn around.
She does as he says, chuckling slightly. Meanwhile, Blake finds a previously stashed picnic basket next to a tree and lays down a blanket, an ice bottle of champagne, a lit candlestick, and 2 pillows. He turns to face her.
Okay. Now.
Grace opens her eyes, astonished at the beautiful sight. Her face lights up in incredulous joy. Blake fills 2 champagne flutes with alcohol.
Oh my God, what is this?
Happy 3 years.
But that isn't until Thursday.
I know. But with you being so busy all the time and with all the stress of your thesis, I thought we could celebrate early and give you a little break.
Oh, babe.
And don't worry about your commitments tonight. I already texted your student and Jenny, you were getting coffee with Jenny tonight, and told them about this, so you are as free as a bird.
I don't know what to say. You really didn't have to do all this.
I know. I just wanted to show you how much I love you.
She kisses him.
Thank you, Blake.
Come sit.
He places the champagne flutes on the basket and gestures to one of the empty pillows. She sits on the pillow, and he gets situated on the pillow across from her. He hands her a champagne flute to her.
Milady.
Thank you, kind sir.
You're welcome.
What?
You are so beautiful. I'm so lucky.
Aw, love.
She continues eating. He grabs a ring box out of the basket and covertly hides it under his pillow when she's not looking. He continues to watch her eat.
What?
I can't believe I get to be the one who loves you. Grace, my life is messy. It's been messy for a long time. I've lied to myself and told myself it's an organized mess, but just to make myself feel more, I don't know, secure. I knew I had to get my life together, but I didn't know how. I've tried to declutter it, actually organize it, but nothing seemed to have worked. You know, sometimes I would walk here at night just to clear my head, try to reach some sort of bliss, and it would calm me down for a while. It would let me escape the mess that is my life, even if just for a few minutes. It was my outer sanctum. Then there was you. It's funny, I never told you this, but when we first started going out, I would drink. A lot. And not just some college kid has the first taste of freedom drink, but like fake ID. Most nights of our first weeks together, I would black out and drink.
That isn't funny.
I know. It was early in our relationship and I was stupid. But then one night I was out at a bar and talking to the bartender and was just thinking about you and how you make everything better. Life was better, music was better, breathing was better when I was with you. I was so enamored with you, with your radiant smile, your kind laugh. I was so deeply in love with you then, and I am so deeply in love with you now. I knew from that night that I never would want anything in the world except to tell you I love you.
Blake grabs Grace's hand and they stand. He sings to her.
Another chapter ends and mingles with amends I made 3 lives ago. A couple risky bets, a cup full of regret from a drunken night alone. And staring at the ceiling, head is throbbing, feeling lost and dazed and so confused. Then sits down a man who takes me by the hand, said, "Kid, I've got advice for you. Don't spend hours holding on to something going wrong. We haven't got the time to spare. Go and live inside your reverie. Forgive what's gone and past, and you can live. time the night alone allowed me to. Worked hard to fix myself and listen to the help and advice I got from you. And looking in your eyes, I see my life disguised, my future shines in ocean's blue. I think you should know that all I've ever known is mystery, but I see you. See your kindness, laugh, your eyes, and radiance and glamour left me helpless yet alive. So I live with you beside me and I'll give all that I have so we can live. Oh, I've been hoping, dreaming, praying for the glory and the fame of Roman gods. But one look at your face, I know there's not a place I don't want you to come along. And I've been hoping, dreaming, praying for someone like you for so long. But what comes next? After this, will you live inside my arms, and will you will you give me your heart and hand and stay with me? Wear my wedding ring, I'd be honored if you'd let me marry you.
Yes.
The scene shifts to a church dressing room. Blake exits the stage. Grace collects her wedding dress and begins to put it on while she sings to the audience.
Nameless small town girl who's not worth noting. But here I am, and here he time. My head begins reeling. I can't stand this feeling. I fall. I'm falling. You deserve better. I fall. I'm falling down until you lift me. He lifts me, and once more we're flying over rivers and valleys and mountains and forests and the church where I'm marrying you, the one I'm meant to be with, you, the one to spend my life with. And I've never wanted anything more than to show how much I love you, to wear my wedding ring to pass years as I grow old with you, and nothing
Lights out. Lights up on Zane, clad in all black, waiting outside the church as the wedding prepares to begin. He spots Blake through the window, pulls out his paper and pen, and addresses the audience.
You know who he makes me think of? Daniel Hopkirk. 14 years old, sweet, sweet kid. Such a shame he saw his big brother getting high and decided to shoot up in the bathroom. If only his brother had been more careful to hide his, contraband. But hey, at least you got a quick buck out of it, right? I certainly hope no one else gets hurt by your mess of a life. Oh, by the way, happy wedding.
Zane folds his letter and angrily shoves it in his pocket along with his pen. He watches Blake through the window and sings to the audience.
Brave of him to be unafraid, to play this game that he wants to play, to push his memory away. What's this fantasy? What's his aim? Run away from me, go on. Forget this life that you cower away from. Go! Live in this fallacy you have drawn. Just know we're not finished till I'm done. Remember the violence, dope, and weed. Remember lives you've ruined with your greed. You can't run from the demons left in your past. And soon you'll come crawling back, come crawling back. You claim to be a brand new man, but you can't scrub out the blood on your hands. You say you've changed, but I don't think you can. Your marriage is based on a sham. You're nothing more than a waste of space. You beg and steal and lie to your precious grace. The tears of victims stream down your face. Your ghosts are the things that haunt this place. You've hunted, you've killed, kill to get a buck. You cheated them, yet you still don't give a fuck. You stole their lives and innocence in your past. And soon you'll come crawling back, come crawling back. I can see you're like me, drowning in misery. All that you've tried to be, lost in the storm. I think that you and I can start a better life. Someday we will survive if you think twice. We all can start anew once you can tell the truth. Born from the ashes, we phoenixes true. Give me the life you know, sit down and start the show. Money shall overflow if you come back to me, come back to me, come back to me, come back, come back.
Lights up on Blake and Grace, moments after the wedding ceremony in his changing room. He is dressed in a stellar tux and she adorns a breathtaking white gown. They trip over themselves as they enter the room, drunk with joy, euphoric with love, giggling all the while.
Oh my god, I can't believe we did that!
I know!
That was insane, we're insane.
Insanely happy.
Yes, so incredibly, insanely happy.
They take each other's hands and kiss. They make their way to sit on the love seat as they continue.
This is the textbook definition of a perfect moment.
I agree completely.
Well, almost perfect.
Excuse me, Miss Cleary, but what do you mean almost perfect?
Well, I was going to wait till we got home from our honeymoon, but I don't want to wait any longer.
What did you do?
Turn around.
Grace retrieves a small gift bag that was hidden behind the desk. She holds it out to her husband.
Okay, you can look.
What is this?
I know that technically the guests are the ones who are supposed to provide the gifts for the happy couple, but you know, open it.
He opens the bag to retrieve a small blue scrapbook with a picture of the two of them on the cover and the title, Our Grand Adventure, scrawled across the cover.
Oh, love.
He flips through the scrapbook slowly, drinking in every memory attached to the paper.
It's a chronology of us. Photos, ticket stubs, our first texts.
Oh, God, please tell me you didn't put those in here. That was so awkward.
Oh, no, it was cute.
No, I sounded like a goddamn middle schooler.
Oh, stop that. You did not.
Yeah, okay. Oh my God, is this from our trip to Bermuda?
Yeah.
Remember that boat tour we took of that shipwreck?
Ugh, don't remind me. Wasn't our driver, like, totally wasted?
Yeah, I completely blocked that out of my memory.
What was his name again? I feel like it was something like Tony?
No, Cody maybe?
Bodie! Honestly, it is a miracle that we got out of that trip alive.
Yeah, didn't he like let a 10-year-old drive the boat while he napped?
Yes, why didn't anyone say anything?
What an absolute fever dream of a trip.
Absolutely wild.
I can't believe you kept all this stuff.
Of course I did.
They smile at each other while they are suddenly interrupted by a knock at the door. Blake jumps, though Grace doesn't hear it.
Whoa, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just, had a chill.
Blake rises from the seat and opens the door. Nobody's there.
What the hell?
Babe, are you alright?
Grace rises from the seat and meets him at the door.
We're good. All good. Hey, why don't you go finish getting ready for the reception now? I'll meet you outside your door in a minute, okay?
Are you sure? I mean, I am ready. My getting ready is pretty much just like, show up. Plus, the reception isn't for another half hour.
Yeah. You're right. But you should go relax for a bit before all the craziness happens. Go get a glass of wine, prop your feet up. I'll be there in a minute or so.
Guess maybe one glass would be alright.
Exactly. Go! Enjoy yourself.
Alright, I'll be the one in white.
They kiss. Grace exits, closing the door behind her. Blake hears more knocking at the door. He ignores it.
No, stop it.
More knocking.
Leave me alone. You don't need me, Zane. You don't need me.
More knocking. Blake runs to open the door. Zane stands behind him.
Hey!
No.
Blake slams the door and locks it. He steadies his breath while he sings.
life's ghost, I'm not letting go of my mind. I never thought I'd be finally breaking free. I thought I'd stumble, get landed on my feet. I'll finally show 'em just who I'm meant to be. No more doubts, no more running. God, I am not a fraud, I am good. I am good. I'm no drug lord's ass, I have got some class as I should. I'd be finally breaking free. I thought I'd stumble, get landed on my feet. I'll finally show 'em just who I'm meant to be. I see the life I left behind, getting further away, and now I find my life is getting on track. Don't look at the violence, dope, and weed. From here on out, I live by my own creed. Lose the baggage, cause all of that's in the past. And now I'm not going back, not going back.
So, you get my letter?
What are you talking about? What are you doing here?
I just came to offer my congratulations. A married man now. Well, la deep da.
What do you want?
Oh, Blake, it's not what I want, it's what you want. What have you been craving lately?
No, I stopped doing that years ago and I want nothing to do with it anymore.
But you see, we both know that's not true. You're lying through your teeth. You want nothing more than to just take the edge off before this dreadful reception. You need it.
No. No, I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
Stop! I'm clean now and creating a life. A good life with the person I love. I paid my dues and I've done the work. I'm done. And I'm done with you.
Sure you are.
We are done.
He pushes Zane out the door.
Oh, Blake, you idiot. Don't you get it? You can't stop this.
I already have.
He slams the door and continues to say,
It was clear from the very start things would fall apart and unwind. And the fear of my past life's ghost, I'm not letting go of my mind. I never thought I'd be finally breaking free. I thought I'd stumble, get landed on my feet. I'll finally show 'em just who I'm meant to be. Yeah. I see the life I left behind, getting further away, and now I find my life is getting on track. I am not some plaything that you own, and starting now I'm the heir to my own throne. I'm gonna seize the best the future has. Because I'm not going back, not going, I'm not going back, not going, I'm not going back. Not going back.
At this point, we have jumped forward in time by 7 months, so here's what you missed. Our dearly beloved Grace has graduated in the top 5% of her class at Harvard University and has begun working on a novel as a passion project while she works full-time as a journalist. Meanwhile, Blake has taken up a graduate position at their alma mater. Most exciting, she and Blake are expecting. However, over the past few months, Blake has grown incredibly distant. He's incredibly neurotic, drowning in papers, constantly locking himself in his office. He's been borderline histrionic, with his emotions ranging from overly energetic to almost sickeningly lethargic and shaky. Grace has found him passed out in the bathroom on more than one occasion. She has had a plethora of sleepless nights, worrying about him gravely. All this stress and lack of sleep can't be good for her, or for the baby.
Lights up on Blake and Grace. He's slaving away over papers, and she is contemplating what to make for dinner, though she isn't entirely hungry. They begin to argue. Through this argument is likely an ongoing argument, and Blake is utterly aloof.
Babe, I'm getting hungry. What's for dinner?
I don't know yet. Honestly, I've not been feeling the best, so food isn't anywhere on my radar at the moment.
Can it be on your radar? I've got a shit ton of work to get done right now, and I would just really appreciate if you could, contribute or something.
Excuse me?
I feel like I'm constantly swamped, and I'm just saying I would appreciate a little more help in terms of the decision making.
Are you serious right now?
What?
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What? I'm being serious.
You're asking me to contribute?
No, I just mean...
Look around, Blake. Who's been doing all the cleaning? Who's been doing all the cooking? Who has been the only one with a paying job that's keeping a roof over our heads?
Me.
And what have you contributed to this house? Papers? Stacks of papers? An attitude and long nights? But no cooking, no cleaning, no job, God forbid. I feel like I'm doing everything by myself, and half the time you aren't even here for it.
Grace, I'm trying to be here.
Try harder.
Wait a minute. I don't even understand how we got here. I was just asking about dinner.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare make me feel like I'm acting crazy about this. I am not acting crazy.
I never even said that.
You don't have to when you say shit like that. Blake, half the time you're never here, and when you are here, you aren't yourself. You lock yourself away in that dusty room of yours and barely speak to me unless you're pulling some high and mighty condescending bullshit. I never get to see you, my husband. Need I remind you that I'm pregnant? I just feel awful all the time. I'm so tired all the time. My ankles are bloated, my feet are sore. I just feel like I'm in this alone, and I shouldn't have to feel like a single mom with one in the way and no guide or roadmap to help me. I shouldn't have to feel like I'm on my own in this because I refuse to be a single mom. I cannot be a single mom. I can't, and you're not being here, and I feel like I'm losing you and failing our baby.
Hey, what are you talking about? You aren't failing our baby, and you are not losing me. I know I haven't been myself or around a lot recently. I'm sorry. There's nothing more important to me in this world than you. Absolutely nothing. You know that, right?
It'd be nice to hear that every now and again. You never say it.
What are you talking about? I always say it.
No, you don't.
Now that can't be true.
When's the last time you said anything like that to me? You know what? I'm going to bed. I'm tired and I don't feel well.
She rises, beginning to exit.
Grace, come on.
No, it's fine. Make the food yourself.
I'm sorry. I really am. I love you.
Okay.
I do.
Good night, Blake.
Grace, stop. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You don't understand how I love you. Oh, how can I tell you I love you?
Hold me close. Hold me tight. Kiss me lightly to love me. Hold my hand. Tell me again and again that you trust me. Oh, tell me the secrets you haven't revealed to yourself. Let me know what's inside you. Let me heal all the hurt that you tell. Oh, how can I tell you
Hold me
I love
close.
you?
Don't let go, so I know that you love me. And I know there's a truth far too awful inside. If you'd known, maybe we'd have a far different life. I can promise to fix it, but God knows I'm willing to try. We can share all the secrets we haven't revealed to ourselves, and exchange aspirations we're honestly too scared to tell. To tell I love you. I swear no more secrets. I love you.
Oh, how can I tell you I love you? I love you, I love you, I love you. We will share all the secrets we haven't revealed to ourselves,
cigarettes, go to the bathroom, stream All Too Well 10-minute Taylor's version. Do what you want. Yeah. story of a person who was German, obviously, going off to some sort of battle. I don't know which one, but one of them, and basically telling their significant other that like, hey, I might die. We just don't have to deal with that later. So, but like in a more poetic way, you know, because it's German. So, what brought this about was freshman year, my friend Dom and I, we were talking about how like a lot of the art songs that we had were really boring and really lame. So I'm like, why don't I just make one that is equally boring, but still cool? So here is Fürchte dich nicht.
For the last 3 songs of the program. Yeah, more on that once we get situated. Come on up, kid.
That was pretty good. That was pretty seamless. Cool. So, we're going to open with a song entitled Der Tanz von 12 Prinzessinnen. Now, you might notice that I didn't technically compose this one. I arranged it. So this is technically a lie to call it a composition recital, but that's neither here nor there. So, the translation for that is The Dance of the 12 Princesses. And this might sound very familiar to you if you were a child ever in the past, 15 years, because it is actually an arrangement of the main theme from the film Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses. I'm a Barbie adult, and I'm not ashamed of it. Deal with it. So, why did I make this arrangement? Well, whenever I was a freshman, this is another freshman thing, wow. When I was a freshman, my friend Bronwyn and I, we would watch Barbie movies a lot. A lot. Once a week, probably. What'd you say? Yeah, probably once a week. So her 19th birthday came around, and I had no idea what to get her. So I was like, I'll just make an arrangement. And it was a really, really bad arrangement of this song because I didn't know what part writing was. Now that I have successfully theoried in music, it's a lot better now. So here's that. So up next, if you were here last semester, then this song will definitely be familiar to you if you went to our choir concert last spring. This is my setting of the sacred text O Magnum Mysterium, which is about the birth of Jesus, I believe. I should know, but I don't. This was originally conducted by Dr. Hedit Schapers, and he wants us to say hi. So say hello to Dr. Schapers. Hi, Dr. Schapers. We hope you're well. So what made me do this piece, compose it rather. I composed it in the spring of 2020 whenever Miss Rona was running rampant, and she still is. So I was I was bored, and we had no good music because our choir sessions on Zoom were just listening to other choirs and be like, yeah, that's a choir. And I'm like, yeah, but like, what if it were my choir? So I posted on a Facebook group that Jeremy actually made about like a Zoom cabaret thing, and a bunch of people signed up to be in this virtual choir. So like, I think like 25 people. So I mixed it, mastered it, it was great, uploaded it. Dr. Schapers saw it and was like, I want to do this in chorale. And I'm like, yeah, you do. So we did it, and now we're doing it again. So here is O Magnum featuring the soloist Dominic Umba, and it was Luke Reinhardt as well, but he is feeling slightly under the weather, as I said at the beginning of the show. So Dom is covered for him today. So here's that.
O magnum mysterium et admirabile, et admirabile sacramentum, ut animalia viderent Dominum.
So our final piece in the program, thank you, I know this has been kind of long, and many genres, so talent, just kidding. Our final piece in the program has its text taken from Elizabeth Barrett Browning's 43rd sonnet, called something, I don't remember, to be completely frank, I don't. But this is called I Love Thee, and features opening soloist Stella Chapitis, who will give us the leitmotif of the piece. Yeah, I made this song for a music tech project last semester, actually. I don't know, Dr. Collins liked it, so that's got to count for something. So shout out to Dr. Collins, I guess. Yeah, so thank you all for coming out. I'm glad that it was all people I know and people I'm friends with. That made it a lot less daunting. So thank you for that. So yeah, have a good night. After this number. right. That's all. So thank you all for coming out. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, please don't tell me I'm fragile. I'm just kidding. If you didn't like it, meh. So go home, enjoy your weekend. Happy finals week next week. Oh God. Bye.